Hey, it's Craig with, boy, black shirt, dark night, almost looks like I'm a floating head, and then some jazz hands. All right, it's Craig Yace with Remax 1 coming at you on another Craig Talk Tuesday. And tonight we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to sell your home in any market. And if you stick with me long enough, I'll tell you how that might actually be 3.5 right now. Okay, so before we get started, if you are considering buying or selling, oh my gosh, is this the time to do it? But you definitely need expert help, and I would love to chat with you. So if you're considering making a move right now, please reach out to me. You can call or text 951-733-5400, or you can go to connectwithcraig.com, and on that site you'll be able to reach out to me either through a call or a text, or just leave me a message. Sorry, it's late at night. I'm outside. Zoom calls going on inside, and kids running around getting ready for bed and all kinds of stuff. So here we are in the dark. Sorry I'm coming at you so late. Look, my hair's a mess. It is hot out there showing homes. It's rough doing that right now. So okay, so the 5 things that it takes to sell a home in any market. Number 1, it's got to be priced fairly in the market. I know that makes perfect sense, right? Although a lot of people don't a lot of sellers don't really think about that, and oftentimes you got to go to a realtor to find out what might be a fair price. Oftentimes, I keep saying oftentimes, I'm going to stop that right now. Sellers like to price high, and that strategy could work. I would say, especially in a market like this, price at or just below the market price, and let the market push it up. Let the market tell you where it should be priced. Either way, if you price high, you either have to wait until the market gets there, or you're going to have to make stair steps down, which I would recommend doing. So price your home fairly in the market. That's tip number 1. Number 2, you're not going to want to hear this, but you have to pay a fair commission and to the buyer's agent. Okay, there are 2 agents that the seller gets to pay for: the one who's representing them, and traditionally for 100 years in California, or in America, we've been paying a buyer's agent. So the sellers are paying a buyer's agent. So that's the commission that I'm talking about. You have to offer a fair commission, because most of the buyers are going to come through a realtor. Even though buyers start their search online and may find your home online, they're still going to have a realtor represent them, and most of the time it's going to be a different realtor, not your realtor. And so you've got to pay a fair commission to attract that realtor and make them want to hang in the game. And number 3, it's got to show extremely well. You've got to make sure that that house is like, it looks like a model home. And in fact, you don't have to, but if you want to capitalize and maximize the market, then definitely you've got to make it look like a model home, and you will command the highest price out there. What are number 4 and 5? Let's see. Price fairly, pay a fair commission. It's got to show well. You've got to have access. People need to be able to get in to see your home. Now, I know you don't want people coming into your house anytime, day or night, but look, you want to sell your house, you've got to let people in it. So we use electronic lock boxes. Only realtors have them. I have a friend who works in IT, and I sold his house, and he said, "Hey, I'm not putting a Bluetooth lockbox on my house. It's too easy to hack into those." And he said, let fire that thing up. Let me try and hack into it. And he got his little scrambler and was not able to hack into it. He let me put it up. They're extremely safe, and there are ways to make sure that nobody can go in, even a realtor with a lockbox key. You can make sure that they can't go in unless they've gotten a separate code from you. So, and we call that a CBS, or a call before showing code. I know people say, "Hey, I'm going to be there all the time." I understand. We don't always want you there all the time. I'm just being truthful. So we have to have a lockbox. They have to be able to have access to your home. Otherwise, they're not going to show it. Now, we do have a lot of technology nowadays that help people know whether or not they like your house based on, because we do 3D photography now, and so people can get a very good idea. But still, I haven't sold a house that somebody has not seen, okay, physically gone to go see. So all right, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. What was the fifth thing? Price, access, show well. Gosh, I can't remember what the fifth thing was. It's on a sheet of paper. I just don't happen to have that paper in front of me. All right, so let me show you how it's 3.5, how it could possibly be 3.5. Because the market that we're in right now is so extremely favorable for sellers that you may not have to price it fairly in the market. So there's a half right there. You may not have to make it show extremely well. And you also may not have to pay a super fair commission. Now, as a realtor, I don't like to say that. Of course, I think it's fair to pay, you know, realtors this is how we feed our families for most of us. So I think it's important to pay a commission, but it doesn't have to be the 2.5 or 3% like before. And actually, there are markets where I even recommend 4% paid to the buyer's agent. We're not in that market right now. So 2% is very common right now. So there you go. There's the 3.5 things that you need to do to get your home sold. I promise I'll come back with a fifth. I'll probably shoot it in better lighting and it'll actually make a little bit more sense. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me on this Craig Talk Tuesday. And I'm going to go back inside where all those Zoom calls and craziness is going on. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining me, everybody that joined me. I don't have my glasses on. Don't even know who you are. Thanks. Oh, Luis Delgadillo, my brother. Kelly Brown, I think. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Take care.